Today marks the launch of something massive.
And that would be?
Psyched Gaming.
Wow!
Today we're going to be playing Super Mario Odyssey because this is Psyched Gaming and this game actually trips me out, and we'll get into that shortly.
What an intro. I love it. Is this Bowser as like a mayor or something?
I have that amiibo.
Oh, this is so good.
It's Wedding Bowser.
It's Wedding Bowser.
Yeah.
Man, he looks like a Monopoly mayor or something. It's great.
Good eye, he does, totally. And as always, he is kidnapping our precious, beautiful Princess Peach, who wears the same clothes all the time.
Oh, man.
But she might change her clothes too. Into her wedding gown.
This is the end. Oh, no! Oh, no, I lost my hat.
Oh my god, and this is all about hats, and I love hats.
Right? We have a theme going on here.
And there he goes.
Beautiful.
Why is she smiling?
I like
that's cryptic.
I like how her crown is very distressed, and it had eyes on it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, she's already got a talking hat.
So why do they all have talking hats? But oh no!
Yep.
Stomped.
That happened.
Wrecked. R-E-K-T.
Time. Whoa. Can you just imagine them? I hate to take it here, but how do they have sex?
There is rule 34 of that, but you're better off not knowing.
Image does that put in your head when you look at his size and then her size?
I think you'd probably end up with like Bowsette, which is a very popular thing on the internet right now. For anybody who's like interested in that, just look up hashtag Bowsette. You're welcome, and I apologize in advance.
All right, we'll check that out.
Yeah.
But like, does he just have a small penis or something to fit in there? Like,
no.
Oh, he must give her mushrooms so she gets really big. There we go. We solved it.
There you go. Mushrooms, they fix everything.
Yeah, she'll get huge and then boom. Or bang, I should say.
Pow? Yes. All right, so
Mario meets his new hat that happens to be a ghost. Wait, it's a ghost?
Nice.
The Ghostbusters proton pack. Proton pack. Let's switch on our protein packs and see what this bad boy can do. Whoa! You've landed in the Cap Kingdom. We've been under attack by the same Bowser-headed monster that gave you such a trouncing.
I like how they can't even write Bowser. It's just his face. Beautiful.
And to make matters worse, the fiend has kidnapped my little sea star.
Hats have genders?
Oh
no!
Oh, it's a tiara.
Oh no.
I'd hope to give chase to that Bowser monster in a ship of my own someday. If only. Unfortunately, all of our airships were wrecked in the attack. Oh, they have airships.
Right, what is this, Final Fantasy?
Why would a ghost need an airship? Yeah. Look, everything's hats. You see the lights in the background? They're hats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like hats on top of the city and stuff. That's
Apparently there's something there. Oh, look. Yeah, let's go get those guys. Cool.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's going to absorb it.
I have become the Cappy.
Oh, my God. He's that Asian dude from James Bond.
Oh, man, he's Oddjob.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I love it. So you were explaining how this game is like DMT? Please tell me more about that, because I've never really...
Well, do you see those frogs over there?
Yes.
I will explain as soon as we go over there and interact with them very kindly without doing anything like possessing their bodies.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's horrifying, but yet so exciting.
My
Whoa!
God. So
What is
Mario
happening?
Is leaving his body now as he takes a big toke out of the DMT pipe. He's flying through hyperdimensional reality, and yep, there he goes through the roller coaster ride, and he's getting sucked into the consciousness or merging with the eternal consciousness. Did you see that point where it was all stars for a second?
Yeah.
And now he wakes up as something else, just like DMT.
So that. Wow. Okay, so a DMT trip would consume of me waking up as a frog.
Yeah, exactly. With a mustache. All you guys heard it here first. If you want to be a frog with a mustache, smoke some DMT.
This is amazing. So, okay, so we are now a frog. I like the music. This is good.
Yeah, it's like Froggy. Look at the jump! Holy snap! Look at that shit!
Wow.
Boom!
Love it.
That is like oddly satisfying to jump this high. And like he floats because he's so light. Good physics going on here.
Very, very cool.
Woo! Holy shit! It can make that in one jump. No
Can
way.
you can you swim better in the water as well too?
Let's try that shit out. Let's go for a big dive. You ready for this? Woo! Oh shoot!
But you don't take any damage or anything. That's good.
These guys shoot out coins. That's pretty hot.
I see them shooting out no coins.
They did for a second. I stole them all.
Interesting.
Okay, we're gonna try that dive again.
You know what this reminds me of? Weirdly enough, Mario 3, like on the old NES with the frog suit. Do you remember that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I loved the frog suit.
Yeah.
It was even good on the land.
Yeah, it wasn't bad because like it was very like precise, right? You could go ahead and like not worry about like running off cliffs or anything with it, right?
So you've never actually heard of DMT, have you?
No, I
the swim's
haven't.
pretty good too.
No, actually, it's interesting. Like until I started hanging around with you again, like I actually never heard of DMT. Like, so yeah, it's. Tell me more. It sounds really cool. I mean, like at other like leaving your body experience, going ahead and just being like, you know, I feel like playing as a different character for a little while.
Yeah, it's
like,
not always like that
wow.
though. I mean, it can be. The thing is, it's not predictable. Like you can't smoke it and say, I'm gonna be a frog now, or
Right.
I want to go be someone else. It's kind of like just a mixed grab bag, man. You just gotta flow with whatever you get. You don't
just
always
become a
get
random
something
character.
you like. Yeah. So,
Oh man, so it's Street Fighter 2 when you select random.
but you don't always become another character.
Oh,
It's not always like that. Sometimes you're you're just in a different place.
so
So
perhaps
many different things can happen.
an alternate dimensional you, perhaps.
Yeah, so DMT, what DMT is like is they call it the businessman's trip because on average it only lasts anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. And it's a neurotransmitter that is produced naturally within mammals. They haven't found evidence of it being in the human brain, but they suspect it is because they did find it in the brains of rodents. And it's very unique in the sense that it is so short-lasting and it's so intense. It feels like a roller coaster. Like you smoke it and within a minute you hear this buzzing noise that gets louder and louder until it almost sounds like, it feels like the buzzing noise is actually cracking reality open. And then you're getting sucked through that crack and then you're just pulled as if you're at the top of, I don't know, what's that one at Wonderland? Leviathan, and you just are just about to drop, and you know that feeling when you're dropping? You get that, and you're just like...
Wow, you just attain maximum terminal velocity and you get like thrown through a warp.
Or a wormhole or something.
Wow,
And
so
the visuals are spectacular. It's like you're inside fireworks or something. It's really even just cool looking.
very neat.
It's very neat. And then you go through like this period that they call the waiting room or hyperspace, and you can actually meet like entities or other beings while you're flying through this space. I say flying because it's just... Sorry, I'm talking, I stopped playing. 'cause I'm
Would
trying to
this be
explain
what a
something.
religious person would refer to as purgatory, perhaps?
Not even purgatory. It can actually be just a full-blown religious experience in the sense that you feel like you met God. Like, that can happen.
Huh.
They say that the burning bush that Moses talked to was from the acacia family, and DMT is found in acacia plants, which is something that I think is very interesting.
There you go.
So very well may be that if Moses was a real dude, he was actually having a DMT trip.
That makes sense, right? That would explain many different, supernatural phenomena.
A lot of religions start making more sense when you just think the guy's tripping.
Man, you'd probably be tripping pretty bad to see these rabbits in suits. That's what I'm
Oh
thinking.
man, yeah, that's the funny thing. You don't really see stuff like cartoons. Psychedelics get this bad rap as like you take them and say you see like your bunny turn into this guy, and that's not really gonna happen that often. Not with DMT. DMT is more of a spiritual type experience. They call it the spirit molecule. So when you hear stuff like this, what intrigues you about it as someone who's never been interested in drugs?
Honestly, yeah. For somebody who's never been interested in drugs, I mean, like, again, you get the bad rap more often than not. But this doesn't sound extremely harmful. It just sounds like an out-of-body experience
Well,
where
no one's ever died from taking it.
See, that's what I was just about to ask. Like, what have been the negative outcomes? And
I feel like I'm doing a sales pitch, though. I don't like this. I'm like, no one's ever died. You go out of your body, you meet God. What's not
sounds
to
amazing,
like?
right? Sign me up.
And if you want your dose of DMT, then
Hey, there's 5 low installments of 1995. But wait, there's more. You know? Yeah,
that's what I feel like I'm doing right now.
That's
so
great.
not trying to like sell it like a pitch here. That was incredibly easy. DMT is actually incredibly easy to find because it is located in so many plants, and any authorities listening, they don't want you to know this. It's so easy to find that they couldn't even ban all the plants that include it.
Sounds like quite the Odyssey.
Ho ho.
Quite the trip.
But
Is
yeah,
that not what an Odyssey is?
trip?
It is a giant trip.
I don't know. We'll check that out. I've talked to you about drugs before, and you've never really been interested. This is the only one that's gotten you actually going like, wow.
Well, because again, most of the other effects don't really like appeal to me. You know, I don't really care for mellowing out. I can mellow out by just, you know, meditating or
Playing
just
a game.
kind of playing a game. Yeah, playing a game provides me all the escapism that I usually want. That's why, you know.
But it doesn't
I
give you
enjoy them.
answers to reality.
It doesn't give you the answers to reality, and you know what? I don't think it would give you that kind of, like, metaphysical experience that you'd seek. I mean, like, you know, one can pick up a game of, like, Skyrim or something like that, and, like...
In VR?
Yeah, in VR, and it's like, you know, you get to be that, you know, that person out there, you know, in this Norse god-filled world for a little bit of time.
Right.
But, like, to just... take a trip somewhere and it's all of a sudden, hey, I'm somebody else, you know, looking at myself in the mirror being like, wait, that's me, but it's not me.
Doesn't trip sound so fitting now?
It really does. See,
Yeah.
because at first when I thought when everybody's referring to it as tripping, it's just like, you know, the buzzword for it. But it's
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
this,
actually a trip.
This is quite literally a, you know, a psychic trip, I guess, that you would take to inhabit a different body.
That I figured it out too. When I actually had like a trip somewhere else, I was like, wow, I get it now.
I'm literally tripping.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no different than if I were to say travel to like Mexico for a weekend.
Right on.
Well, maybe a little different, but
Right on. I'm taking a slight vacation. Again, that's why it's called the businessman's.
They call DMT the businessman's trip. DMT is actually
So
what
crazy.
got me interested in doing like my psychedelic channel. If it wasn't for DMT, I wouldn't have started that. It was the catalyst to really get me into drugs, period. Because I was the same as you. I didn't really care. I started getting into them as an escape.
Right.
Like I started doing tons of MDMA. That was my like intro drug was MDMA.
Yeah, a lot of people will get into that because I mean it's you know the more commonly found one at a lot of like music festivals and like, you know, clubs and things
easy.
like that, right?
It's easy. You just feel good.
Yeah, everybody just goes ahead and gets a lot more touchy-feely and happy and, you know, so right, but
Yeah, it's like you're in the best mood that you've ever been in, ever.
Ever.
You feel great. And it's contagious, and you just want to share your feelings, and you open up. Of course, there's a dark side, and when you take it too much, the dark side becomes all you experience.
so I've heard.
But yeah, that was my intro to drugs was really MDMA, and then when I discovered like these psychedelics by accident, I just was like, there's something here. I want these answers. I need to know more. And the sad part is you don't really take much of it back with you, but at least I have this feeling that there's more going on than meets the eye, more than meets the eye. But you know, you know what I mean?
Yes.
When you travel to this place, it's more real than real, and I don't know how to describe that in any better way. It's like
you're actually not going there in a dream, but you're going ahead and literally inhabiting somebody else's body for a little while.
or you're waking up from the dream, and this is the dream, is what it's
Right.
like. You know when you wake up from a dream and you go, oh, that
Oh yeah,
felt
that
so
was
real at the
so
time.
cool, but it was just a dream.
That's what DMT's like, only
Wow.
this is the dream.
Wow.
So
So maybe it reaffirms that, you know, perhaps when we're dreaming, we're not just actually dreaming, but we're traveling and tripping at the same time.
man, I have no idea, but it's pretty
Right?
bizarre hearing you talk about this, so that's awesome.
There you go. Hey man, I can have an open mind too.
I never thought you couldn't.
I do. I just like to not go ahead and, you know, express my thoughts as often as I'd like.
Right.
You know.
Well, I showed you like the footage of the hippie place, by the way, just because I thought it was funny, and your response is not for me. And I'm thinking I wasn't showing it to you because I thought you'd like it. I just thought it was funny.
The whole music festival scene is like not really for me, but like again, I would be interested in just like taking it in as more of like a personal journey sort of
That's
thing, right?
what I was telling you. I wasn't
Right?
trying to like, you know, prove myself or validate my experience.
Right on.
I was trying to explain I don't take these things for festivals. I take them for exploring my own consciousness.
knowledge,
Exactly. Yes. Yes, you got me, dog. Fuck yeah.
I'm discovering the way.
We're switching now.
I have found a way. Excellent.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I now get to be the Mario.
No, the time's run out. Why did the alarm not go off?
Oh. Well, I suppose at this point
Oh, it's about to.
we'll go ahead and switch things up, and we'll come back next time on our next episode of Psyched Gaming.
Let me just make sure that's still recording. All right. Well, yeah, that's it for the first episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching us play Mario Odyssey and
We'll be back next time with more exciting discussions about tripping out while playing the greatest trip of Mario ever had.
It is the greatest trip Mario ever had. Look at this. This is beautiful where he's at. Anyway, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit like and subscribe. It's very important that you do like this video if this actually is going to be my first video, because that tells me that you want to see more of this stuff. So I need your feedback. So comment and like, and peace out. Pause that.